Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving into the world of organizational efficiency, specifically looking at that shift companies make, moving away from chaotic reactive firefighting
Right.
towards something more unified, more proactive. We're talking integrated policy management, or IPM.
Exactly. And you've shared some really insightful sources on this.
Yeah, and our mission, really, for this deep dive is to pull out the key insights, the stuff that can help any organization, or maybe even, your own work, become more resilient,
Yeah.
more successful.
And the real aha moment with IPM, I think, isn't just about order, it's actually about agility.
Agility, okay.
Yeah, think about taking all those different rule books. You've got quality, safety, IT, HR, they're all separate.
Right, living in different departments.
Exactly. And bringing them into one clear, cohesive system. It's not just tidying up,
Yeah.
it's transforming those fragmented tasks where risk is managed over here and another risk over there
In isolation, yeah.
into a single enterprise-wide system. And that gives you a real competitive advantage. Faster decisions, a proactive stance on risk.
That makes me think immediately about governance, how an organization actually governs itself.
Crucial point.
Because lots of companies struggle with that classic choice, don't they? Go fully centralized, top-down control.
And risk bottlenecks.
Or go decentralized. More flexibility, maybe, but then you risk things becoming fragmented, inconsistent standards creeping in.
Well, precisely. And in today's world, things are complex. The modern answer is often something in between, a federated or hybrid model.
Federated, like a hub and spoke.
Kind of, yeah. Think of it like that. You have a central body, maybe setting the broad mandates, the core principles.
Big picture stuff.
The big picture, exactly. But then local teams or departments, they're empowered to tailor those policies, make them fit their unique operational needs.
Ah, so you get both oversight and autonomy.
That's the goal. It allows these big distributed organizations to balance that crucial oversight with, much needed local flexibility. But it's not easy.
Not bad. What's the catch?
The real challenge is building the trust and the feedback loops, making sure that local tailoring doesn't just drift off into total inconsistency.
That's a really critical point.
Yeah.
So, okay, you've designed these policies, maybe using that federated approach. How do you make sure they actually work in the real world?
Why?
Because it feels like communication implementation.
Yeah.
And that's great ideas often just fall flat.
They absolutely do. The integrated policy lifecycle gives us a roadmap step by step.
Right.
But honestly, the biggest risk isn't usually a badly designed policy. It's failing to communicate it properly, failing to implement it and force it.
So how do you avoid that trap?
You've got to explain the why behind the policy, not just the what. Use multiple channels to get the word out.
Not just an email blast.
Definitely not just an email blast. And ensure there's mandatory training, policy attestation, where people confirm they've read and understood it.
Right, that audit trail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Digital platforms help automate this now, give you that auditable trail, which is crucial, frankly, for avoiding confusion or even legal trouble down the line. But the biggest hurdles, often cultural.
Ah, the people's side.
Yeah.
Overcoming resistance to change.
That and fostering a genuine culture of compliance, not just ticking boxes.
And you mentioned cross-functional efforts. Getting this implemented often involves multiple teams, right?
Oh, absolutely.
One source mentioned this challenge, dispersed integrative capacity. Sounds a bit academic. What's that mean practically?
It basically means your different departments have deep specialized knowledge. They're experts in their area.
Sure.
But they don't have good ways to coordinate effectively when it comes to policies that cut across departments.
Well, the knowledge is there,
Yeah.
but it's trapped in silos.
Pretty much. Brilliant specialists, but they can't connect the dots for the whole organization. The practical fix often involves something like a RACI matrix.
Ah,
Yeah.
RACI.
Yeah.
Responsible, accountable, consulted, informed.
That's the one.
I've seen projects without a clear RACI. It gets messy fast.
Yeah.
Lots of finger pointing later.
Exactly. So for each policy task, you clearly assign who's R, A, C, or I. It's a simple chart, but it clarifies roles, stops the too many cooks problem, and really helps enforce accountability, addresses that fragmentation issue head on.
Okay, so you need the right governance model, clear communication, defined roles,
Right.
but to really make IPM work at scale across a whole company, technology must play a big part.
No, absolutely essential. Not just a luxury. You need a robust GRC platform, governance, risk, and compliance software.
Right, the GRC tools.
That gives you the unified, centralized system. It's the engine that gets rid of all those manual, fragmented spreadsheets and emails.
Automates workflows, gives you real-time reporting.
Exactly. And the savings can be significant. One source mentioned an average of, $1.02 million. Wow.
Yeah. And think about the examples. A big healthcare network using it to create one central knowledge platform for, like, 17,500 employees.
That's huge.
Or companies like Halliburton managing policies across 80 different countries. Technology makes that kind of scale possible. It just eliminates so much friction.
So connecting all this back to the bigger picture, it really feels like integrated policy management isn't just about rules and procedures. It's more fundamental. A strategic shift, really, moving from constantly reacting to threats towards proactively finding opportunities and factoring in those cultural things we mentioned.
Absolutely. It's a transformation. And often the biggest hurdles aren't the technical ones. They're cultural. They're political. Overcoming that resistance, building transparency, empowering those cross-functional teams.
So thinking about all this, for you listening, how do organizations really thrive in these complex environments? What's the most powerful takeaway here? Maybe it's this idea that true organizational resilience doesn't just come from writing more rules or even just throwing technology at problems. It comes from integrating things, integrating knowledge, integrating responsibilities.
Connecting the dots.
Connecting the dots, exactly. It makes you wonder, doesn't it, what areas in your own world, your own work, where maybe information is siloed, could really benefit from a more integrated, proactive kind of playbook approach.